Yo, I saw it's cheaper somewhere. It's actually one of the reasons why some of you actually get scammed. Yes, I said what I said. I saw it cheaper somewhere, and that's why some of you actually get scammed. I really need you to understand that in this hair business, there are different textures, there are different qualities to these wigs. Yes, you might actually see vendor A post a particular wig for a particular amount, and then you see vendor B post the same video, like the same picture of that hair, for a lesser amount. That does not mean it's the same quality. That does not mean it's the same texture. That's why I said earlier that you're buying any wig, ensure you make inquiries from the vendor you're buying your wig from. Ask questions. Do not shy away from making inquiries. Be sure of what you're actually purchasing. Make inquiries, detailed inquiries of the particular wig you're buying. Ask about the texture, the length, how long the hair will actually last, so you will be sure of what you're actually buying. Do not let ignorance get you scammed. Let's say, for example, Chioma's wig, Davido's wife, the wig she actually used for our wedding. After our wedding, the wig started trending, and vendors started selling it for between 25 and 35,000 naira. Sure, you get. And I saw a lot of comments, like a lot of persons started talking about that wig. Now, what I need you to know is that, considering Davido's status and all of that, I believe, let us all agree. I mean, we can all agree that Chioma can actually not wear 30,000 naira hair. It is not possible. I mean, that is actually too cheap for the kind of person she is. Sure, you get. But that does not mean the one they sell for 30,000 naira, it is hair blend. It is also human hair. I mean, I sell the same wig. It is also human. The texture is human hair. But the one for Davido, it could be a donor hair. I don't know the type of hair she wore, but I believe it is not 30,000 naira hair. But it could be a custom made unit. It could be a donor unit, a donor wig. You don't know the kind of lace that is actually used on that wig. It could be an HD lace. So please do not compare that wig. Like, the quality is actually different rather. But that does not mean the one of 30,000 naira is a blend wig or it's a synthetic wig. It is actually also human hair wig. I have the same wig and I sell it for 25,000 naira. Sure, you get. So now back to our talk. So because one vendor posted an hair for a lesser amount does not mean it's the same quality. Does not mean it's the same texture. Does not mean the net will be the same. It does not mean the strands of the hair will be the same. That's, you can be sure of what you are buying. Ask questions. Do not let ignorance get you scammed. And your ignorance or you shying away from making inquiries get you scammed. And do not believe, or do not believe that the same wig vendor A posted, the same wig vendor B is posting, and then you go for the lesser one. And then when you get the lesser one, you start crying and start lamenting, and then you come online and start ranting that, okay, your vendor scammed you. Now, I'm not neglecting the fact that there are actually some scammers out there. I'm not neglecting that fact. But these are actually one of the things to actually look out for if you're buying wigs online. Check out the vendor very well. Make inquiries. If you have friends that actually the wear wig very well, make inquiries from them. Ask questions. Go through the vendor's page. Go through the vendor's reviews. Ask if you don't know anything about the vendor, ask questions from the vendor. Request for reviews from the vendor. Yes, request for reviews. Ask for reviews from the vendor, so you will not get scammed. Because this daily I got scammed, I got scammed, especially in this week thing. And I know how tricky this whole thing can be, but please try and put some of these things into consideration so that you will not get scammed. Yeah, thank you.